Koosta is the rumored new pickup for Team Liquid, who is going to replace Adren, but some people may not actually know a lot about Koosta and how he has gotten to where he is today. So today we're going to go through his team history, we're going to go through his notable achievements, his role, his future, and relatively how good of a CSGO player he is. So Kenneth Koosta Suin is a North American AWPer who really came out of nowhere quite quickly, and this was noted by his former enemy teammate Ryu, who said that he actually found Koosta on matchmaking around 4 years ago. And as a result of what we can imagine was a pretty amazing performance by him, Ryu managed to pick him up and convince him to join Tempo Gaming, which was at the time an unsigned or orgless team in ESEA Intermediate. Now, Koosta's first ever debut game, at least on ESEA, can be traced to a intermediate ESEA Season 16 match in April of 2014, where he managed to have an 11 RWS against opponents Renegade Gaming. From there, Koosta remained in Tempo as their AWPer and helped the team rise to the top of the intermediate ladder of ESEA Season 17. For seasons 18 to 19, Koosta continued to play for Tempo and once again progressed the team to the top of the Premier ESEA ladder, where they finally became an invite or professional ESEA team from season 20 onwards. Now, during the end of ESEA season 19, Enemy Esports signed Tempo Gaming on the 4th of June 2015, which contained Koosta and teammates Ryu, Uber, Anomaly, and ZNF to the organization, mainly because they managed to qualify and become an ESEA professional division team. Now, during his stint in Tempo Gaming or Enemy, Koosta managed to rack up some pretty decent achievements, such as 3rd place at RGN Pro Series NA, which is an online tournament, 3rd place at RGN Winter Classic 2, which also is an online tournament, 2nd place at RGN Spring Classic, which is again was another online tournament, 2nd place in CEVO Season 7 Main Division, again another online tournament, 2nd place at Fragadelphia 6, which is a LAN, and of course his most notable achievement, which was the 1st place at the America's Minor Championship of 2016, which was a LAN where he absolutely destroyed Splice. Now, yes, these are mostly online tournaments, but placings such as the RGN Pro Series in NA were actually losses to Tier 1 teams such as Team Liquid in best of threes, and some were even amazing LAN performances such as the America's Minor Final, where Koosta managed to basically carry Enemy to first place and have a tournament rating of 1.67. Now, speaking of ratings, Koosta holds a career rating of 1.14 on HLTV and a LAN career rating of 1.25 on HLTV. So it's pretty safe to say that Koosta is indeed worthy of the pedigree of joining a team such as Liquid. Now, on Liquid, he's going to be the main AWPer, and he's replacing the previous AWPer and in-game leader Adren. Now, we can only assume the coach of Liquid, GB James, will be calling, or that a veteran player, such as Hiko, may take over the in-game leading role. But most of all, you have to understand that if Koosta joins Liquid, this will have made Liquid effectively a better team. Primarily because they have a much more capable and solid AWPer in Koosta, who can now win rounds all on his own, or even carry the team when he's really dialed in. Or at the very least, you can expect a very consistent level of AWPing from Koosta in most matches, which is effectively what Liquid really lacked. Now, as for Koosta's future with this team, it may be bright or it may be average. Liquid are taking still a pretty big risk if they sign Koosta, as they are without an in-game leader. But effectively, when you really think about it, Adren wasn't really pulling his weight in terms of fragging anyway, and he wasn't that great of a leader. So if Liquid managed to harness, I feel, the explosive power of Koosta and Simple, along with the entry duo of Nitro and Elige, and just allow Hiko to close out the rounds, then I find it very hard for this team to be any less than top 3 in North America. Now, effectively also, if this team manages to fail at some LANs, it wouldn't be any worse than any of the previous Liquid lineups that have been in CSGO, seeing as Liquid have placed at least at the very bottom of 10 LANs, so if they really do any better, then effectively Liquid has improved And I suspect this now that Adren is gone and that Simple has joined the team, that this will happen. Now, in terms of international ability, Koosta has yet to really be tested against any international talent. But I expect him at the worst an average player, seeing as he was basically shredding opponents lately at the very top of North America in a pretty average team. Thereby, I have, high hopes for him. I think he is probably worth the chance of being in Liquid. I even feel that he's probably the second or third best AWPer in North America now, and I would say that a much better pickup than Cloud9's Stewie 2K. But if you guys feel any different than me, tell me in the comment section below, because I really want to hear your thoughts. Anyways, that's my time. My closing thoughts are that I hope Koosta signs to Liquid, and that this team finally fulfills the dream of making a competent and powerful North America team. It's been a long time in Counter-Strike since we've seen that, since about 2005 or 2007. And if you guys really like the video, give us a like. We're aiming for about 5 likes. Subscribe to me also if you want some more opinions, analysis, history, and news surrounding CSGO. This has been Karma. Peace out, everyone. You're awesome.